And of course, everybody's got expectations about what it looks like to be religious or to have some sort of spiritual component in your life. I remember very vividly down in the town of St. Ives, where we go once a year to do beach missions. Many of you from church have done this. There was a guy who came down carrying his inflatable duck or something, or turtle or something under one arm, his picnic, his kids on his shoulders. And he watched as we were doing our beach team program, where we sing sort of kids songs about who Jesus is. We do games, quizzes, and prizes. We tell a Bible story, and we invite people to think about who Jesus is for their own life. Now, he was A, not expecting to see us there, and B, very surprised. And in fact, he stopped and he listened for a bit, and I noticed the expression on his face change from this to this. Are you ready? From sort of, sir. He was moving in the direction of being less and less impressed the more and more that he listened to this truth. And then I noticed this expression, and I so often try and talk to the parents who are sitting around with their kids listening in. And as I spoke to him, he became more and more indignant. And I'll never forget what he said. He said this: "That's not the message I expect to see from religious people." You see, he had in his mind locked onto an idea about what the truth of the Christian message should be. And as I spoke to him, it was very apparent it was supposed to be, well, love people, do your best, make connections, and leave the world a better place. But this is a freight train of a message that has come from outside of the world. So don't be surprised if it's got the taste and the feel of being from outside. What do you expect the message to be? And Jesus throws us a few alternatives. When they went to hear what all the people had recognized was John the Baptist, who was a prophet of God, he says to them, well, what did you really expect him to bring? Fairy dust? A little bit of light and happiness? What did you expect him to bring? Did you expect him to be, well, what does it say there? What did you expect to see in the desert? A reed swayed by the winds? And don't we see plenty of those on our TV at the moment? Politicians who listen out for public opinion, and they haven't really got a sense of what the truth is. They just go with whatever they think will give them a bit of standing with other people. Maybe you know people like that in the playground. They're like a reed swayed, and that whichever way the wind is blowing, they will go with them. Or else somebody who is sort of, well, you can see it there. If not, what did you go out to see? A man dressed in fine clothes, somebody who likes the comforts and is paid for by the ways of the world, and he just goes along with it. If you are to meet the truth of the living God that comes from outside the world to inside the world through his Son, do you think it will conform to your expectations, or do you think that a new truth will bring a challenge, will rehang the way you think about everything?